about it through, but let's kind of talk about the first steps that I think you guys need to actually opening a location or starting teaching. Step number one is, we're thinking from a business perspective, a real quality product. You need something to teach, whether you're a black belt in XYZ martial art, that's a product you have. Whether you are you try that example, you're a certified tri-tac instructor, that's a product you have. So you need something to teach. You need a curriculum. You need an identity. Like, what are you teaching? What brand is it? What are you selling? What services are you offering? You need that. Mm-hmm. That's your base layer, and you also need to have confidence in it. I mean, if you didn't have confidence in your jiu-jitsu, I didn't have confidence in our jiu-jitsu. If we didn't have confidence in tri-tac, etc., or our confidence in our ability to give tri-tac to other people, well then then you wouldn't be able to teach anything. You'd just be like, well, yeah, I'm Joe Schmo, and I want to teach you how to fucking hit some shit. Maybe like, right. Okay, who's that?
I think, when we go, when we're just talking about going back to starting our schools and having 5 guys, or something like that. That's where you develop that confidence. You've got,
excellent.
You have that little core group, and you might be thinking, I gotta have 20 people, I gotta have. But you know what? If you don't realize the benefits of having 4 or 5 people, and you're teaching them night after night, and you're
training
with them, you're drilling with them, and you're gaining confidence, whether you know it or not, but you are gaining that confidence, and it's if you can teach 5 guys really well, then you're ready to be able to teach 10. You can't just start,
right.
Oh, I got 80 people. Oh, how the hell am I going to teach them with no teaching experience? And that stuff takes time. So if you're upset because you don't have a classroom full of students, but you got 5, then you're on the right track.
There's 2 more points I know. Was training and teaching ability, and you just hit them perfectly. You have to, the worst part a person can do when they're starting to teach a martial art is stop training and just teach. You're gonna fuck it up. Mm-hmm. You gotta be with and train with your students. For jiu-jitsu, we were rolling every night with those guys. I still roll a lot of guys. I now have to separate my training time because classes are too big.
Right.
But I'm still rolling and training 6 days a week. I just hit. But you gotta keep training. You gotta keep doing that stuff. If not, you're gonna fail as a teacher because you're learning so much too.
Right.
And then you gotta get your chops as a teacher. You gotta have the experience of trying to teach and give this to them, and then troubleshoot what's going on with them. Because if you can't correctly help them, if you can't give them the answer they're looking for, why they're fucking it up, why they can't get it, how to break down the way they're moving. If you can't do that, and that's tough in the beginning.
Yeah.
You have to. There's a lot. Even now, I look at some students like, do that again. What the hell are you doing? Now it's most of the time you're good. But if you're, you need the ability to able to correct someone and help.
Right.
So yeah, and then you need, I'm gonna go location, and location that's a whole other topic that we can go into. But having a location, having that first start off point where you start your first training group, and that's where that first training group is really going to give you the ability to train and teach. Mm-hmm. But the where is, I think, is a much bigger conversation that we can get into.
Yeah, I would say if you're looking for don't go out and start looking for a place. Don't make the money of signing a lease.
Yeah, we'll get into. Let's just hold off on that topic for now. But okay. All right, guys, that is kind of our introduction to how to start a martial arts business. I think we're gonna do a lot more on this topic, especially for our instructors in the tri-tac and soul fighters. So stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, etc. And oos.